that we're going to have some folks, hopefully, that might be able to join us on the replay or on YouTube later, possibly this week. And because of that, I just want to share, I'm going to be sharing this information a lot just because I am a fan of the summer box. But it's my understanding that right now we've got the early bird pricing happening and that everyone can go get the summer box, but that the early bird pricing ends this Monday. You know, maybe I should give you a date so that you know exactly what that Monday is. So Monday the 18th, and at midnight Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I believe, is when the pricing will change. So just a heads up to folks. Today I'm going to talk about coconut serum, but who the heck am I? So I'm Dale, who's outside in the wind, just because I can't stay inside when the weather's nice. Can't do it. And I'm one of the summer box reviewers. And I'm going to be doing a review of coconut serum. And then I'm going to talk about living single and the summer box and what product might be which character. And when I talk about coconut serum, I'm going to go over some different uses for it, other than just your face. Maybe just one, maybe two. Natalie, I'm so glad you're here. Hi. Thanks for joining us. Hey there. All right, so I'm going to begin with coconut serum, which means I have to move my living single notes to somewhere else because that's not what we're doing right now. So Cindy did this beautiful, well, there have been a lot of really good reviews of coconut serum. Cindy did just a wonderful review that I encourage you to watch if you haven't seen it, on coconut serum last night. And in there she gives a lot more detail than I'm going to give. I'm going to talk about coconut serum from an older person's perspective and someone who's got different issues going on with her skin. That are related to age, maybe changes in medication, and a couple of chronic illnesses. So coconut serum is an amazing moisturizer, and maybe before I start prattling, I could actually put some on, and we'll see. I might have to just pull my hair back. You've never watched Living Single? Oh, Natalie, I think you can get, that you can see some of it on YouTube, and then I can't remember which subscription service I think has it. When I had a life and I could watch TV, that was one of the things that I really enjoyed. And let's see, that was in the 90s. I need a life again. Okay, back it goes. So, coconut serum for me has done a lot of incredible things that I'm not sure it was supposed to do, but because of how it works with the strawberry cocktail exfoliating toner, those two together have done some really good things for my skin that I'll talk about after I get it on. But let's see how much I can get on my face and how much gets in my hair. I vary between using 4 and 5 drops. And there have been a couple times where I've actually used 6 when I'm coming down my neck and onto my chest a little bit. Today I'll probably use 5. And I shake everything. I don't know if that's good. I don't think I shake the blush oil or the Camilla. There are a few things I don't shake, but I just have this habit of shaking serums. See, you were really busy in the 90s. I get that. I was supposed to be busy in the 90s, and because I wasn't as busy as I was supposed to be, that's why I'm in a doctoral program at age 58. We won't discuss that. All right, so I'm going to give myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops. And my new habit is to put the top on before I do anything else. And I've learned that I put most of it on with my fingers from my T-zone, oftentimes, and so I'm rubbing it on a little differently because I wasn't getting enough on in my T-zone when I tried to use my palms. So I actually am bringing more serum up to my fingers now, and I'm finding that I'm getting rewards, especially for the area here. My pores are so much smaller in this area here, and I think that it's because of how the coconut serum, as I said, works with the strawberry cocktail exfoliating toner. So that delicious light coconut scent is still a little bit on my face, but mostly on my hands, which I love. And I'm one of those people that washes her hand an awful lot. Well, that's a nice, interesting nail in the summer. And so I work the remaining serum into my cuticles, which I think a lot of us do. So I'm outside, and that might promote it even absorbing even more quickly, but it just goes in so incredibly quickly for me. This is something where I can, a couple of swipes of the peppermint water, and then I put this serum on, and I'm good to go with my hair down, and it's not sticking to my face or anything like that, which is going to come in very handy for a lot of rushing around I'll be doing this summer from one thing to another thing. So I want to talk about some of what's in the coconut serum, but encourage you again, check out Cindy, I think Marissa, check out the videos, the reviews on coconut serum, because there's a lot of really good and useful information there. All right, so for me, this serum it's definitely working with the toner to help reduce the size of my pores, but it's also done something really nice here in the corner of my eyes. So I've been using my eye gel oil religiously all the time, but again, I'm one of those people that wasn't exfoliating very well, and so then products weren't working. So I think that the eye gel oil works much better right now because of the exfoliating with the grains and the strawberry toner. But I also think that the coconut serum is doing something here with the wrinkles and also with pigmentation that I had here. So at night I tend to put on more of the serum here, and then let that really sink in before I put the eye gel oil all around as well. And I'm really liking that. I want to see if this would help more with pigmentation here, and I haven't been using it as heavily as I've been using here, but here I had pigmentation, and that seems reduced to me when I'm looking back at the earlier pictures that we had at the start of the summer box review. So that has me wondering, well, maybe at night I want to put it on a little thicker for where I have some interesting pigmentation, kind of, connect the dots and see what happens there, because I'm noticing changes here and here. So I love that. It's there were a few other things that I wanted to talk about. Skin irritation I'll get to. Acne. So this is just me and my ignorance. How a serum can help with acne just feels so counterintuitive. I think that I've said that before. But how does something that has slip to it and that feels rich, how is that supposed to help reduce acne? But now that I've got my hair back, this is where I'd have this line. I don't know if you can see any of, maybe if I put my glasses on I can point out some of the scars that I've had. I had one up there. I've never had a hairline that free from acne, and I'm someone, I use coconut oil, not what's in here, the coconut milk, and then what else do we have in here? Coconut milk and coconut water. Very different from the stuff, as Marissa's been saying and as Cindy has been saying, that we get in the store that you maybe would cook with or slather on your hair. This is really different. Okay, so I was talking about wrinkles, age spots, and then I think I'll just interrupt my own self because I can't quite remember where I was going, and then just tell you this interesting thing I happened upon by mistake. So I usually have these earrings in a lot. They're sterling silver with some kind of fake stone, inexpensive earrings. I'm someone that needs to wear sterling silver or gold in my ears because when I wear other types of metals, I just break out in these rashes. By mistake, when I did that, because sometimes you want to wear something really cute, even if it's not good for you. I put on some nice silver looking kind of big but light pieces, and my ears got infected where you stick in the earrings. And so I'm someone that uses peroxide all the time, but that dries it out and can cause a special problem all its own. So using peroxide, and then by mistake, just that kind of habit I had to bring the coconut serum down and then out, I ended up with some of it on my earlobes. I'm here to tell you that is the solution. So the peroxide helps work with the infection that I was having with my ears, and the coconut serum also, I think it's an antioxidant, also really helps with infection, and it calmed my ears down without having them too dry, which causes a whole new problem. So if you're someone like me who likes to wear earrings that maybe you shouldn't, just know this was something that worked really well that way for me. And inflammation, I think I talked about, maybe I didn't talk about inflammation. My skin, I have sensitive skin. It can get irritated by a change in laundry detergent, different building air, what have you. And this is why I keep carrying this around, and I bought another one and I keep moving them into different little bottles and carrying it around. I use this in peppermint water now throughout my day. I haven't worn makeup since the summer box began. That's not me. I love makeup. I'll be playing with it again. But right now, I'm using all of my time to do a lot of other different things. And I am actually using the peppermint water and the coconut throughout the day. That makes a really nice difference. And so if my face is getting irritated, and it could be from heat, from sun, environment, different things, the peppermint water, which doesn't irritate it, still not quite sure about it, that and the coconut water together soothe. And so I think that I was expecting the peppermint water to be, I don't know, I still have this astringent thing. I'm a child of the 70s, 80s, with all those products that would just filled with alcohol and dry things out and make problems worse. Peppermint water and coconut serum work so well together, and then the coconut water and the strawberry elixir, cocktail, and as an exfoliant, work really well together. I think that I'm going to take a moment right now just to remind folks, you can get the summer box now. Go get it. Price, you still got the early bird pricing happening now until Monday, so if you're thinking about doing it, you're just not sure, I'd love to see you be able to get it at that really good price. One of the things I said I would talk about today was the Summer Bucks products as if they were characters from Living Single. So Living Single was a TV show in the 90s. In the 90s, let's see, what was I doing? In the 90s, I was a learning skills counselor at UC Berkeley, and I worked with first generation college students, transfer students, and I loved that work an awful lot. And sometimes we might go to a local restaurant or something and watch Living Single. It's really good memories with that show. So I thought I might have a little bit of fun and talk about the Summer Box products as if they were characters on that show. And I understand that some of you may not know that show because maybe you weren't watching TV then. Maybe you had a life. So I'll do my best to kind of give you a synopsis. Before I do that, do you have any questions about the delicious coconut serum, about how light it is and how it's in my skin, no tackiness, just gone. About the wonderful things it does for age spots, acne of all things, wrinkles. I've got to do a side-by-side because I can't make sense out of that. No questions. I'm going to keep going. All right. So, Living Single was a TV show with Queen Latifah, and there was this publication that they put out, Flavor, and it was an independent magazine, and we had a group of people working together, and most of them living together, and it was just it was a sitcom, which I loved. So Marissa already correctly guessed that today's focus, Wonderful Light Coconut Serum, was Khadijah James. And that is because, let me tell you why. I made notes for myself. She's the magic that keeps everyone together. So she's kind of the editor of the face, the way that she was the editor of the independent magazine. And she was really good at sealing in those early drafts. So when people were working on stories, hey Cindy, people were working on stories, you know, she'd get those things going in the beginning. So she'd be really good with peppermint water and bamboo foaming wash. You know, she'd be really good with that stuff. But then she was also really good at following through and creating a welcoming layout for subsequent stories. And so those stories would be oatmeal and rice cleansing grains, the strawberry cocktail, the aloe mist, and coconut serum, and red wine pressed serum. Then I wish that I had been organized and had all my products out to show you, but oh, I might. No, I don't. Cucumber and aloe mist is Sinclair. And so she is Coconut Serum's happy cousin. So they were cousins on the show, and they lived together and worked together. She will cheerfully follow Coconut Serum's lead. Really cheerful, happy. That is Coconut Serum. Then we have, where are you, Strawberry? Oh, now there's just like the tiniest little bit. Strawberry cocktail. All right, this was Max, one of my favorite characters in the show. And she is Coconut Serum's best friend. And let me tell you, this is true. True. So what you need to know about Strawberry Cocktail as Max is she would get things done, and she would move stuff, cleaning it up here, stuff out of the way, and loved her. Then we have oatmeal, rice, and cleansing grains, and that would have been Obi. And so Obi was the handyman who lived in the building, and he lived with another character that I'll be talking about in a moment. So you think the handyman might be rough and gruff as he wields around power tools. However, Obi had a gentle touch and artistry. Then we move down to bamboo foaming cleanser and peppermint water. And so if we take them together, they're scheming, and they scheme to remove dirt. So they're trying to do good things oftentimes when they're scheming, and they've got really cool moves. So they would be Kyle. And Kyle was Obi's roommate, and Kyle, oh, I'm going to confuse myself if I start bringing in products and trying to tell you who is going after who. That's just not going to work. And I think that I had one more. So red wine pressed serum, which I have fallen in love with. I've had that, but I've only purchased it in the samples, and after using it maybe 2 weeks. Oh, I was supposed to show you my haul. I think I might have everything here. I'll be able to show you. After doing that, I went and got a larger pot of it because I was just surprised at how well that worked. And I was one of these people that was using too much, and it just wouldn't sink in, wouldn't sit. And now that I warm it up a little bit in my hands, before I put it on, and I'm not just rubbing it on my face, and I'm really kind of pressing it in. It's my go-to. It's the end of the show for me when I'm done with everything. So, red wine pressed serum is Regine, and it's it goes on last in the summer box, and because it goes on last, it can get all the 411 from all the other characters, all the other products. And so she would often have a little bit of gossip and start things, but a fun character. So that is my comparing some of the summer box products to Living Single. And I think there's so many things I wanted to do. I wanted to give you my summer book reading list. Maybe I'll check with Adeline to see if it's all right to just post some of that. And maybe what we could do is in a thread, if we want, have a little conversation. See what's best, because I don't want to do anything that gets in the way of people learning about these incredible things. So I think that on my latest purchase, I've still got things in the bathroom. So I did get myself a new Dream, which is in the bathroom, a new After Sun, and I really like the peppermint water. So I'm someone that really likes the rose water too, but the peppermint water, I'm having a thing with that this summer, especially with the coconut. So I got that, and I think my red wine pressed serum is not with me at all. Oh, but see, there are other things in here, and since I've got my coconut serum on, and I just ran into my old friend Dorian Gray, it just would be really rotten of me not to go ahead and allow myself a little bit of that. All right, so now we've got just like a few minutes left. I promise I won't keep you long, but how goes your day? What are you up to? What incredible things? I've got family visiting. I'm trying to get ready to start a writing project, an article Wednesday, which means trying to get a lot of things out of the way. Sorry, just a little Dorian Gray. I sure hope that you could hear me okay and that the cotton worked, because it's a little windy here. We get some gusts. Here's something odd. Maybe someone can explain it to me. I can put serum right here in my hairline. Coconut, Dorian Gray, and it doesn't break me out. When I used to use other products that I will not name from maybe a store called Sephora, I would get acne here. So what's going on with the actives in Sabbatical Beauty that I can take care of the skin right here and not break out? Maybe it's that it's exfoliating. Not sure. Apple juice and seltzer. Like you need to know what I'm rudely drinking in front of you. You don't. I'm peeking to see what else I have here. I'll probably sit out here when we've ended this and just play with things and just keep adding serums after serums. Supercharging. I did that with the detox. I will be doing that. And the 7 steps that Marissa taught, the sponge, that was amazing. Getting the house ready for a friend and a visit from Miami. Natalie, driving up? Oh my goodness. The first visit since you moved there. How exciting. Ooh, if you get a chance when the visit's done, let us know how that goes. I'm having family come in July. A cousin of mine, she lives in Ohio, and this will be her first time to my house, and I adore her. She has this wicked sense of humor that just has me in tears. My husband loves her too. We're really looking forward to that. Do you know how long a drive that is, Natalie, from where she lives, from Miami to you? We've driven to Florida, I think, a couple times for conferences, and I'm in central New Jersey. And I didn't understand what a long drive Florida could be. It will be fun to have the kids around. Oh, I bet it will. Oh, that sounds lovely. I like hanging out with friends and family an awful lot. All right, I think that I will just check in one more time, see if there are any questions or comments. And while I'm waiting to see about that, I just left that hair up. Oh well. Just thank you guys for being here so much. And this is my last live. And I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. I wanted to just say one thing before I sign off my lives, and I know that we get to do lives unofficially as well. Today I was watching a live feed from the Professor Is In, and they were talking about chronic illness and how that might work or might not work in academia. And one of the things Kelly was talking about is this question we ask ourselves, how do I get back to how I was before? And so for those people with chronic illness, oftentimes it might be, how do I get back to the way I used to do things, how I could do that? And I love Kelly's response. You can't. You just can't do it. And so that comes back to this idea that the summer box has given me, that you meet yourself where you are. A routine may change one day. How you do things may change. And that there's joy in that, because that means that we're always becoming, which means a lot to me. So that was the gift from you guys and the summer box to me. You taught me how to meet myself where I am, my skin where I am on whatever given day, and how not to get too attached to what there was, and just meet myself where I am and take it from there. Natalie's telling me things about driving from two parts, Miami to Savannah, and then here about 13 hours. Oh, I like that in two parts. We need to do that. We can't do that long haul anymore. I'm too old for that. Aw, Cindy, of course. All right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon and for making the start of summer something so special. I look forward to the remaining lives. And if you are watching this on the replay, you have questions or comments, please leave them. I will happily respond to them. And if you're watching this on YouTube, would you go ahead and like the video? Subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of great videos already there and a lot of exciting things coming up as well. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of this day.